The Bold and the Beautiful has never shied away from shaking up the fashion world at the heart of its drama, and fans are now buzzing about whether Thomas Forrester could become Forrester Creations' newest fashion rival. The possibility of Thomas stepping out of his family's company and building something of his own has become one of the most exciting and potentially explosive storylines that the soap could explore. As a member of the Forrester dynasty, Thomas has always had immense talent and a flair for bold, innovative designs, but he has often struggled to find recognition and stability within the family empire. Now, with ongoing tension at Forrester Creations and Thomas's determination to prove himself as more than just Ridge Forrester's son, speculation is growing that he may strike out independently and turn into the competition his family never saw coming. Forrester Creations has long been the crown jewel of the soap setting, with the family business serving as the backdrop for decades of feuds, romances, and betrayals. Characters have fought tirelessly to protect its legacy, and rival companies like Spectre Fashions have often provided much-needed conflict. However, the idea that the fiercest competitor could come from within the Forrester family itself adds an entirely new layer of drama. Thomas has always been deeply passionate about fashion, and his creative vision often sets him apart. His designs are daring, edgy, and modern, which sometimes clash with the more classic elegance that Forrester Creations is known for. If Thomas were to channel that creativity into his own label, he could carve out a niche that not only competes with Forrester, but also threatens to surpass it. The timing for such a move would be perfect. For months, Thomas has battled for respect and trust inside Forrester Creations, often finding himself overshadowed by Ridge or doubted by his siblings and colleagues due to his complicated past. While he has shown remarkable growth in recent years, the stigma of his previous manipulations still lingers, leaving him frustrated when others fail to see how far he has come. Breaking free from Forrester Creations could give Thomas the chance to finally define himself on his own terms, away from the shadows of his father and the constant judgment of his family. It would also allow him to prove that his talent is undeniable, not just a product of his last name. From a storytelling perspective, Thomas's decision to start his own fashion house would open up endless opportunities for conflict. Imagine the shockwaves it would send through the Forrester family when they realize that one of their own has become their biggest rival. Brooke, who has often been one of Thomas's harshest critics, would likely accuse him of betrayal and question his motives. Ridge, torn between supporting his son and protecting the family legacy, would face impossible choices. Hope, who has had a complicated personal and professional relationship with Thomas, could find herself caught in the middle, especially if Thomas tries to lure her into collaborating with him on his new line. The potential for tension, heartbreak, and unexpected alliances is enormous. The Bold and the Beautiful thrives on rivalries, and Thomas's new direction could reinvigorate that classic element of the show. Forrester vs. Spectre was a staple for years, but with Sally Spectre gone and no clear competitor filling that void, the timing is right for a new rivalry to emerge. This time, though, it would be even more personal because it would pit family against family. The Forrester name would suddenly be divided, with Thomas trying to prove that he can carry on the legacy in his own way, even if it means going head-to-head with the company that made his family famous. Fans are divided on whether Thomas deserves this storyline. Some believe that he has more than earned the right to step into the spotlight, pointing out that his character arc has shown maturity, accountability, and dedication to his craft. They argue that giving him his own fashion line would be a natural next step, allowing him to thrive outside of Forrester's constant drama. Others worry that history could repeat itself, with Thomas once again crossing lines in his determination to succeed. If his ambition becomes too fierce, he could risk slipping back into manipulative behavior, creating even more turmoil. Still, the idea of Thomas as a rival to Forrester Creations is undeniably exciting. It would allow Bold and the Beautiful to reintroduce a fierce fashion war while deepening the emotional stakes of its central family. Every new design Thomas unveiled would feel like a challenge to Ridge, every success like a blow to Brooke, and every setback a reminder of the high stakes he has chosen to face. Whether he succeeds or fails, Thomas's journey would inject fresh energy into the canvas and give the soap a dramatic new direction. As speculation continues to grow, one thing is clear: Thomas Forrester is more than just a supporting player in the fashion empire his family built. He is a visionary with the potential to reshape the industry within the world of bold and the beautiful, and if he decides to step out of Forrester Creations' shadow, he could very well become the greatest rival the company has ever faced. For fans who crave family drama mixed with high-stakes fashion intrigue, this storyline could be the spark that reignites the show's most beloved themes and pushes Thomas into his long-overdue role as a leading force.